こんにちは、ジャパニーズアーモンのミサです。Hey guys! Today I'm going to teach you how to improve your Japanese pronunciation. So let's get started. First, we will start with vowels. There are only 5 vowels in Japanese. A, I, U, E, O. So, should be easy, right? Okay, let's start with A. A. For example, the word for red is aka. Aka. Now, this is a very important sound. If you get this sound right, you will sound much better when speaking Japanese. So in English, when you see the letter A, there are so many ways to pronounce it. For example, for the word apple, you open your mouth quite wide in English, right? But for the word banana, the first A is pronounced more like you know that? And depending on the accent, the word banana is also pronounced differently. Like, I think in British English, you'd pronounce it more like banana, whilst in American English, I think you'd pronounce it more like banana, right? Banana. Oh, yeah. I'm not the expert in English, but you know what I mean. The letter A can be pronounced in so many different ways. Whilst in Japanese, it's always a. So for the Japanese sound a, you don't want to open your mouth too wide. So not like art, car. Open your mouth just a little bit. Drop your jaw a little bit. And the tip of your tongue is touching the back of your lower teeth. But don't push it too hard. So just lightly, it's just sitting there lightly. It's also okay if your tongue is touching the back of your gum, the gum or the lower teeth. It's important that your tongue is sitting low. So you might think, the tongue position doesn't matter, but it does, because if your tongue is not touching the back of your teeth, it sounds more like the schwa sound. So the word about. In a Japanese way, I would read this word like about. About. Can you hear the difference? So the tongue position for a is similar to the tongue position for the sound a. Cat, apple. So instead of like smiling like cat, you want to just open your mouth this way. So aka. So you don't want to say aka or aka, you know, it's aka, aka. Alright, let's practice. Aka, asa, aoi. Okay, the next one is pretty easy. I. For example, 例えば、犬 dog. So, smile a little bit. So you want to open your mouth sideways. Again, the tip of your tongue is resting on the back of your lower teeth or your gum. Your tongue goes up a little bit. I. So let's compare this Japanese I sound with the English I sound. When you pronounce the letter I in English, your mouth is quite relaxed, I think. You only open your mouth a little bit, right? Gym, pink, pig, pill. Whilst in Japanese, you want to, smile more. So for example, pink. In Japanese, you want to say pink. Do you hear the difference? Pink. So it's more like E sound, but the vowel is short. I, ki. So tree, ki. Number 2, ni. You don't have to smile big. It can be very subtle, but like your mouth moves a little bit sideways. I, ki, shi, chi, mi. So, inu, dog, isu, chair. 次 next 例えば海 sea or ocean 海を売る to sell 売る Okay, so this sound is also very important. Depending on your native language, you might pronounce it more like like very strong, but you don't want to do that. So the word cool, that that's too much. You wanna lessen it. So if a Japanese person tries to pronounce the word cool, we'd say it like cool, cool to cool. So yeah, no, not too much duck. So open your mouth slightly, and it's like you're using a straw. So you don't want to round your lips too much, but just very subtle. So it's more like Instagram model, kinda. And your tongue, again, the tip is touching the back of your lower teeth, but the back part, the back of your tongue is going up. So it's like this. You don't have to feel it, but if you try hard enough, you can. So if you want to say yep in Japanese informally, you want to say right? This is a difficult sound, but yeah, because of also sound. So you don't want to say okay? 海、嘘、打つ。次、Again, open your mouth only a little bit. Okay, so not too much, like The shape of the mouth is somewhere between a and e. It's almost the same as Again, the tip of your tongue is resting against the back of your lower teeth. Compared to a, you can feel that the back of your tongue is rising a little bit. So this is my lower teeth, and this is my tongue. The tongue is touching here. A is more like this. Whilst I can feel that the tongue is going this way. Drawing, painting, we say Station, eki. So look at my mouth. Eki. When I want to say ki, the mouth closes more, right? Eki. For the word AC, air conditioner, you can say But for the a sound, the mouth opens slightly more than So次、お。So this sound is somewhere between a and u. So the shape of the mouth is quite similar to u. And when you make the u sound, the mouth is almost not open, right? Whilst o, you want to open your mouth a little bit. So o. Still, you want to make a circle with your mouth. So not like, don't curl your lips like but just a little bit. O. Again, the position of the tongue is similar to u. The tip of the tongue at the lower teeth, the back of your tongue rises a little bit, even more than u sound. So o. So you can kind of feel that the tongue is going backwards. For example, the word axe, we say ono. So, oh no, like In English, oh, that, we don't want that. Oh. So the English, you push your lips forward a lot more than the Japanese, oh. So Japanese people would sound more like, oh no, instead of, oh no. Do you hear the difference? Oh no. Oh no. But anyway, the word axe is ono. So yeah, in general, Japanese people don't really move their mouth as much as English speakers. So that's why it might look like Japanese people mumble more. Anyway. aiueo. Okay, so aiueo. Okay, so back to the sound o. For the word wolf, you want to say okami. Okay, and that o, can you hear that? It's a bit long. Okami means wolf, whilst okami with the short o vowel, it means female innkeeper. So if you stay at a Japanese inn, ryokan, usually there is an okami, female hostess or female innkeeper. It could also mean a female restaurant owner. Yeah, anyway. Okami and okami. Can you hear the difference? Okami. So we gotta talk about mora. So I talked about it in the lesson about pitch accent. So I want you to watch that as well if you want to improve your pronunciation. So one mora is like, right? So o. It's like the length of the sound. So for female innkeeper, you can say okami. Okay, okami. Whilst for the word wolf, you want to say okami. So you want to say o longer. Okami. So let's practice pronouncing long vowels. The word mother, you can say okasan. So you don't have to say oka-san. Like, don't stress that single a. Just say ka without making a pause. So don't say oka-san, but oka-san. For the word big, we say oki, right? Oki. In Hiragana, you would write the letter o twice, oki, right? But don't pronounce it like oki. Just say oki. Remember that there are only two o, so don't make it way too long, like oki, just oki. What about the word e? Good. So you don't want to say like separately, but it might sound like they're two different sounds almost because of the pitch accent. So again, I don't want to explain about pitch accent too much in this video, but in Japanese, the pitch of the first mora has to be different from the second one. So the pitch is not flat. It's always like high, low, or low, high. So e. It's not e like monotone, like e. It's e. E. But yeah, you don't really stop in between. You don't want to say e. But it's e. If you want to say sure informally, you say iyo. Again, it might be difficult to hear the difference if somebody's speaking very fast, but yeah. E. If I want to say just one E there, it would sound like io, which is very different from io. So io. 次、小さい small. 小さい So you don't want to pronounce the letter individually. You don't want to say 小さい You want to say 小さい So So the letter chi is consonant plus vowel, right? But still it has the e sound. So when there is another e, just the vowel e, you still pronounce it like as if it's a part of chi. So not chi, 小さい Another example, air, we say 空気 So ku, again, it's consonant plus vowel, but still has the u sound. So the next u is connected. 空気 Now be careful with words that have e together. So e following e, and words that have o u sounds together. So for example, the English language, we say eigo. So you hear the long sound, right? Eigo. But if we want to write the word in Hiragana, it's actually EIgo, right? EIgo. But we don't really pronounce it like eigo. It's eigo. There are some exceptions, of course. Every language has exceptions. But usually e sound become long sound. So instead of eigo, you want to say eigo. For movie, film, you want to say eiga instead of eiga. Yeah, so you want to write like eiga, but you want to pronounce it like eiga. There's no e sound there. Eiga. Or the polite speech in Japanese is keigo. Again, you want to write like keigo, but it's keigo. So band-aid is called bando-eido. You write like bando-eido. Most people pronounce it like bando-eido. Eido. A similar thing happens with o, u sounds being together. It's pronounced more like long o. Or, for example, the word park, you want to write like ko, u, n, okay? But you want to pronounce it like koen. Okay, not kouen. It's koen. This is the standard way, but depends on the region as well. So you might meet some Japanese people who pronounce it more like kouen, or if you ask the Japanese person to pronounce the word really slowly, they might pronounce every syllable individually, like ko, u, n. But if you want to sound fluently, you want to say koen. So high school, we say koko. So you want to write like ko, u, but you say koko. Or the word for dad, we say お父さん. Again, you want to write like おとうさん, but you want to say お父さん. Okay, next point. 次, for des and mas, you don't want to pronounce u too much. So when you want to type the word des, mas, you type it like des. SU or MASU, right? So you see the letter U, so you want to pronounce it like desU or masU. And the letter SU should be pronounced like SU, right? Usually SU. There is a rule to this voiceless U sound, but I want to make another video for it. This is such a big thing. So des, mas at the end of the sentence, you don't want to pronounce the U. So des, mas. So misa des. Ikimasu. Okay? So it's more like s sound, like air escaping. But you might still hear some characters in shows or anime pronounce it more like desU, masU. That happens when a character is usually trying to be a cute little girl or, you know, like kind of annoyingly cute personality. Then they might go desU, masU. So yeah, it's usually seen in anime, right? Because in real life, it sounds a bit cringy if you say like desU, because people associate the desU, masU with those characters with kind of narcissistic, personality, but very cute. So I'm studying Japanese. You want to say 日本語を勉強しています. Okay, so mas. If you say like 日本語を勉強しています it's very annoying, so don't do it. From that sentence, I said 日本語, right? The O particle is typed like WO. So a lot of learners tend to pronounce that particle like wo. Like 日本語を勉強しています. It's not the correct way. Yes, when you want to type the letter, you need the W, but it's pronounced the same way as the normal O. So this O and this O are pronounced the same way. Okay? So it's not like O and wo. So 日本語を, not 日本語を. Okay? 日本語を or I watch anime. アニメを見ます. Not アニメを見ます. 次, next, the letter ふ. So this one, to type this letter, you want to either use H, U or FU. But yeah, either way, the keyboard will make this letter. And you don't want to pronounce it like F though. So this food, you, like a lot of English speakers would call it tofu, right? Tofu. You use the sound, whilst in Japanese it's tofu. So it's like u, you blow air whilst pronouncing the letter u. So u, hu. Okay? It's not the harsh sound can be heard in some languages like it's not that sound, it's hu. So you don't really activate your throat. So it's really just like blowing air whilst pronouncing the letter u. So hu. So winter, we say fuyu, not fuyu, okay? Or clothes, we say fuku, not fuku. Okay, this video is getting long again. So the last thing I want to teach you is how to pronounce the rarirurero in Japanese. So the R sounds in Japanese are considered to be quite difficult. So R, A, ra. So this R sound is actually closer to D sound. So maybe you want to pronounce it more like ra, but it's closer to da. So it's a flick of the tongue. This time, your tongue is closer to the back of your front teeth. Palates, the, like hair. I will insert the picture. So when you pronounce the L sound in English, you push your tongue against the back of your front teeth, I think. Latte, lion, whilst the Japanese R sound is like the curve this way. Excuse me, but the tongue looks like, right, but inside. And you want to flick the top of your thing, the gum, but not exactly. The hair, you wanna touch it, but you don't wanna push it against. It's really like flicking, like boop, boop, la 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 la. So if I want to do the la L sound, it would sound more like la 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 la, whilst the Japanese I is like la 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 la. But it's not exactly the same as rolling. So not ra. Yeah, it's just like the booping with your tongue. But don't worry, because Japanese kids also struggle with this sound. So Japanese kids, and sometimes even adults, end up pronouncing the Japanese ra sound more like da. For example, the word karada, body, you want to pronounce it like karada, but kids might say kadada, because it's a difficult sound. So if you can't do it, the R sound, don't beat yourself up over it, because kids also cannot do it, and some adults also cannot pronounce that word. So it's to do with the muscle strength in your tongue. And it might sound weird, but it happens. Some people need surgery for it. Yeah, so or the word to work, hataraku. Some people say it like hatadaku. So it's a D sound, but people do understand it. So yeah, try to master it, obviously. But it's good to know that the sound is somewhere between R and D. So not ra or da, but ra. So it's really like you want to move your tongue very fast. Ra. So the way to train this is you want to curve your tongue like this, right? And put it like close to the back of your teeth, the back of your front teeth. No, not the back of your upper teeth. And you want to put the tip of the curved tongue against the back of your front teeth, or it's actually better if you can put it at the top of your mouth. Gently place it, okay? You just want to lower it, right? And while you're lowering your tongue, you want to pronounce the A sound, A. Okay, so la. And this still sounds different from la, but you're getting closer. So just keep practicing it and say faster and faster. So la. So it's quite important to remember that the tongue is not shaped this way, but this way. Okay? So ra, and then ri. Again, you do the same whilst smiling. Ri. Ru. れ、れれれれれれれ、ろ、ろろろろろろろ、ら、り、る、れ、ろ、ら、り、る、れ、ろ、ら、り、る、れ、ろ. So, for the word sky, we say, sora, sora. If you can't do it, pronounce it like soda, but softer D. Soda, sora. So it's kind of similar to the flap T sound in American English. So I say water or water, but in American English, it's, like closer to D. Water. The word better. Maybe I can insert American pronunciation. It's like get up, shut up. I can't do it. Anyway, sora, ri, risu, tori, bird, to come, kuru, kuru, this, kore, kore, 6, 6, 6. Alright, that's enough for today. I can keep making videos on pronunciation if you like this video. So please let me know in the comments. Also, please check out my video on pitch accent because that will help you sound more native-like. But yeah, it's more advanced. So maybe focus on the sounds first. Anyway, thank you so much for watching this video. If you liked it, please give a thumbs up and make sure to subscribe to this channel. Alright, thank you so much. ありがとうございました。じゃあまたね。バイバイ。ありがとう。ありがとうのありがとう。ありがとう。ありがとう。またね。バイバイ。